Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. So in this today class, you will see another N10 workflow where we are going to integrate Jira and we are able to read the Jira ticket, or you can create the Jira ticket or bug you can create from N10, and also you can read the PRD document from the Jira and we can create the test case also. Okay, so what we have to do as a prerequisite, so first of all you have to open your local N10. So how are you going to open the local N10? So I'll just show you from the scratch. You have to search your local host. Okay, so that is local host and default port number is 5678 and hit enter. So yes, you will able to see this screen because your port is not running. So to do this, what you have to do, you have to open your command prompt, and in the command prompt you have to, let me close this, I'll start with the fresh one, and I'll open a command prompt here, and I have to use the command called npx n10. So because n10 is running on the node.js, so I'll just use this command to run the n10, then hit enter, so that your service is going to run here. So if you see here, now my service has been started, and you will get this localhost URL also, and automatically if you see my page has refreshed and loaded with my N10 workflow N10 page. Okay, so what we are going to do for today, I have prepared one agenda so that it will be helpful for you guys. So we are going to create an agent which will help me to create the bug inside the Jira. Okay, and there we will going to use one chat input which will be our trigger event, and then we are going to use the AI agent. Okay, where we are going to pass the prompt to the agent, and we are going to use the brain as grok we are going to use here, and the model we are going to use 120 billion GPT, and as usual the sample memory and the tool perspective I'm going to use Jira tool, where I will establish the connection using my Jira credentials, Jira APIs and all. Then we'll going to create the ticket. Okay, so to do this, first of all the prerequisite is you should have install your local N10. If you have not installed, please go through my previous class and you will able to see how you have you can install your local N10. Then the next step is you should have Jira account. So how will going to create the Jira account? You have to go to the Google, search Atlassian Jira, then you will able to see the page. Just to follow the simple process to create your account, create your board, then you will able to see your Jira account. Okay, this will be trial period for 15 days in the Jira. So you can go ahead and create the account and create the board, so that where you can create your user story, create your blog, everything. So if you see, this is my Jira board, and here I have created some of the user stories, some of the box. Okay, here you have seen here, right? So now my next step is, so this is all these the two prerequisites you should have. Okay, now the third prerequisite would be, make sure that you have established the connection, so to the model or to any model you are going to use. Suppose I am going to use grok with GPT 120 billion, then make sure that you have established the connection of grok and all, so that you will able to connect to the model and interact to the Jira also to get the to create the bug, or you can get the information from the user story. Okay, so you once you will able to see this screen of N10, then you have to click on create workflow. So once you click on create workflow, first thing is you have to rename this workflow, right? So what is the name you have to going to put it here? I can put it called create underscore Jira underscore bug agent. Okay, so I have written two times, let me remove it. So you can say create Jira bug agent. Perfect. So this is the one, and the tag if you want you can put, I have put abbcreation. And then the next step is you have to click on the first step here, so it will prompt you a trigger event. So I'll take the on chart message. You can set any trigger event based on your requirement. If you can go for manual trigger, or go for schedule, go for webhooks, of home submission, so you can do it also. So then I will click on this. Then the next step is I will add one agent here, AI agent. Then in the AI agent I'll just close this, and you have to put connect with a chart model, or the you can say the brain of the agent. So I am going to use here, if you see here, there are a lot of chart models or the agents are available here, or you can say the brains. So that can be Gemini or Grok, Mistral, and Olama or Open Router. So there are, and OpenAI chart model is there also. So I'm bit interested on the Grok side, so I'll just select the Grok. And once you have select the Grok as the brain for your agent, then you have to select the connection. So if you have not created the connection, you have to go through my previous class and you will see how we can establish the connection from N8N to Grok. Okay, so you have to go to the Grok website and you have to get the API keys from there, and you can establish the connection. I'll show you my connection, how it will be looks like. Here I got the API key from the Grok and I put it here and establish the connection. If you see here, so the connection tested successfully. Okay, and then you have to select the model you are looking. Okay, so there are a lot of models are coming here a part of the Grok. So you select which model you feel is the good for you. You can go ahead. Okay, so I'm not changing anything, I'm just going with the default model, whatever is coming as part of the Grok. Okay, so then the next step is, let me see here, let me select GPT 120 billion. Let's see. Yeah, so GPT 120 billion, I have selected the model. Okay, then the next step is the memory will be the simple memory, so I'm not changing anything, and it will be maximum 5 occurrence of the history can memorize. Okay, and the tool you have to use, the tool is very important here. I have to use the tool called Jira software tool. Okay, so just use this Jira software tool. Okay, so please see carefully here. So in this Jira software tool, you have to establish the connection. So how we are going to establish the connection? I have already created the connection. So if you want to create the fresh one, you have to go to click on create new credential. Okay, so once you put the create new credential, you have to provide the email ID you have used in your Jira account. Okay, so this is my email ID I have used to connect to my Jira account. Okay, then the API token. So where will get the API token? So you have to go to Jira. Okay, and you will find here called Jira API token. Just search it here. I think this one. Yeah, perfect. So this is the Jira API token link. Okay, so you have to create your account here if you have not created inside this Jira website. Okay, yeah, so I got the OTP verification code of 8 digit. I am just entering that 3294 6010. Okay, so now I am able to log into the Jira account, Atlassian account. Okay, so here you will see I have created the Jira tokens, right? So similarly, if you want to create another token, just click on create API token, give the name, give the expiry date, and click on create, so that you will able to see your token. So let's assume I will use the token called demo token. Okay, so I'll say demo Jira token, and expiry date you can give any date. So let me give couple of month ahead. Okay, and then click on create. So once you click on create, you will get the Jira token. Okay, just copy this token back to your N8N and put this token here. Perfect. And the domain also you have to put it. Okay, what is the domain you are going to put it here? Your domain should be this is my Jira domain, right? So similarly, you have to also, when you create your account, you create your domain, you will get the Jira domain URL. So for me it will be https abbcreation.atlassian.net. Okay, so that's it. Then I'll rename this to called, okay, Jira connect demo. Perfect. Then I click on save. So if you see here, I clicked on save, my connection is established here. Now the next step is you have to select the connection from here. This is the connection I have created just now. I have selected, and tool description you can select automatically. I am not going to select any, specifically not going to give it. You can select automatically. Resource type is issue. Operation is create, because I am going to create the Jira or create the bug inside the Jira. Okay, so your operation should be create, and you select the project from the list. So this is my project. So similarly, if you have 10 projects, your 10 project will be listed out here. So I have only one project in my Jira board called abbcreation. So that's why I'm able to see one is the example one. Okay, just I selected my project. Then the issue type you have to select which kind of issue you are going to create. Is it a user story, subtask, task, request, feature, or epic, or bug? I want to create a bug. Okay, so I select the create a bug. Then summary I can put let LLM will decide. I am not disturbing. Okay, then I can select descriptions. Okay, let LLM will put the descriptions. Perfect. So that's it. If you want to add more field, you can feel free to add more fields. So it will help you to add. You can pass the data, or you can give the instruction to LLM will do for you. Okay, then you come out from this. That's it. So here you have add your tool, your simple memory, your grok, right? Then I'll open the agent. So in agent I have to pass this instruction, then only the agent will be understand, okay, what is my job, what I am to do. So I want to pass this instruction called you are a helpful assistant, use the tool to create the bug. Okay, so that's it. Then I'll come out from this. Now the time to test your agent you have built. Now if you see here, we have integrated with grok, we have integrated with the Jira tool. Okay, then the time to create. Okay, so what we will do now, we will test the agent. So I can say, can you create a bug for an application app.vwo.com where after entered valid username and password, then clicked on login button. I'm getting error. You can getting the error. So I'll show you the application, the sample application called vwo.com. Okay, so I'll go here. Okay, so here if I'll click some wrong, enter the credential and click on sign in, I'm getting this error. I want to say that you raise a defect or bug for this. Okay, so I'll go here and I will write it, I'm getting this error, and you can say click on sign in button. Okay, so let's see how it's going. So I just entered, so you will see now. So it start, model is working, and model is is accept the chart. So if you see here, it accept the chart from here called can you create a bug for an application app.vwo.com, where after you enter the valid username and password, then click on sign in button, I am getting this error. Okay, so the bug has logged in Jira. The agent is saying the bug has logged in Jira, and the issue key number is 11, and summary is login error on app.vwo.com. Your email ID, password, IP address, location, it doesn't match after valid credential. Okay, this is the descriptions agent is giving for me. Okay, these are the steps. Okay, these are the detail out the descriptions. Okay, how to reproduce the steps, and this is the Jira number. Okay, Now here if you see here, this the model is worked. Sample memory also store the informations whatever I have asked. This is my Jira tool, okay, and this is the Jira number has created. Okay, now the time to validate is the Jira or is the bug has created or not. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll go to my Jira and I'll just check it, the Jira is created or not. If you see here, the Jira is created or the bug is created, you can say called KN11 and this is a bug. If you open this, you will see it's created this bug login error on app.bwo.com. Is K11. This is the reproduce steps, everything. See, I have not given anything here on descriptions, okay. All this given by my agent, by my LLM, okay. So if you want, you can also pass the assign priority, all these things you can do. This is how you have to integrate with your Jira tool, and this is how you can know create your bug instead of manually log into your Jira, create the bug. Just to avoid all such efforts, you can just go ahead and build the agent and you can create your Jira box. Similarly, if you want to read some data, now you have created the bug or created the user story in the Jira. Okay, so if you want to create a test plan by reading the PRD document, so how you are going to do it? Okay, now I'll quickly, what I'll do, I will create a duplicate of this agent. So let me click on this, create a duplicate. Okay, and in this duplicate, what I'll do, I will say this is my agent name I want to create. Okay, so I can say it's called create Jira related plan agent, tag is same, click duplicate. Okay, my agent is created now. So in this agent, what I have to do, chart input is remain same, AI agent is remain same, but the prompt is going to change. The prompt, what I am going to put it here, the prompt I am going to put it called this. Okay, so this prompt is simple prompt, just I am giving the instruction to the agent, nothing else. Okay, so if you see here, I am just giving the instruction to the agent called a user will give you a ticket ID. You need to read that ID from the Jira tool. Based on this Jira ID, you need to create a test plan. Okay, so that's it. Once you did this, then your grok model is set, your sample memory is set. But here, this is, instead of create, I have to rename this to called, not this one, I want this one. Okay, instead of create, I want to say get the PRD, get PRD. Okay, not create an issue, get PRD. Okay, get PRD from Jira software. Okay, so that's it. Then here one more thing you have to change, the connection will remain same, tool description is set automatically, issue type is resource, but the operation is here is called get, not the create, because we are getting the information from the Jira, so you have to use get. Okay, and the issue key you have to mention. So the issue key, either you have to mention which is coming from the user, or you can give to LLM to decide. Okay, that's it. So I think that's it from the design side. So if you see here, get it, issue key is auto, that's it. Then I'll close this. Okay, now I'll check it, which one is my PRD one. So let me check it where I can read the PRD document, product requirement document, this one. Okay, so if you see, this is my product requirement document. Okay, this is the Jira where I will going to read it and I'll create the test plan, KN8. Okay, so now I will go to my workflow. Okay, this is my workflow. Then I click on open chart. Okay, in the open chart, then what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and write called, what I'll do, I'll just write, can you create a test plan for me by reading the ticket, by reading the Jira ticket KN8 from Jira tool. Okay, so now I'm saying that you go to the Jira, read this ticket number and create a test plan for me. Now if you see here, now it's going connected to the agent, go to the model, go to the tool, and it created. Okay, so if you see now the result, test plan BWO, login dashboard, KN8, project descriptions, date created 19th of April, and this is the test plan is created by reading the PRD document from my Jira. Okay, so it's so nice, right? So this is how you have to integrate your Jira as a tool into your agent. You can create the Jira, you can delete the Jira, you can get the information from the Jira and all. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, never stop learning. Bye bye.